How's it going, Blazers? This is David Blade Banter, working to bring you specifications you can relate to so you can have an educated decision on your purchases, trying something a little bit differently with the external mic and Audacity. If that sounds the same to you, we'll just go back to the camera microphone. But this is what it looks like for you. This is going to be the knife from Kaviso.com. Thank you to them for providing it to the group. This is going to be the one that's a drop knife. So if you didn't know, drop is no longer doing knives necessarily. So drop.com, which was what Mass Drop before that, is now out of that game. They do the keyboards, headphones, and all the other products. So Kaviso picked up all the contracts. So they're going to have some new products coming out as well. There's one that was from Matt Degnan. There's the Emrose. So this is a pretty cool setup. So this is what it looks like for you. So this is what it has. This is what the case it comes with. So it's a pretty decent looking one. So it has two different colors for it. So this is the blue variant. And there's going to be the blue and also the, let's get in focus there. There's going to be a blue and a purple. So that's going to be the two that you have there. So this is the blue variant, titanium, carbon fiber. So pretty sweet looking knife. So if you notice this on the table, there's also one from Aurora Knife and Tool. So thank you very much to send this over to the group, actually send it over to the channel. So this is one that he sent over for myself and the boys. So it's do or do not, basically a decision coin. It also is going to be have that there is no try. So Yoda quote there. So cool coin. I think about $16 and $12 for the raw version. So check out his website to pick up one of those. And then he does a lot of good work with that and has some other products available too. But they're talking about this one here, very light. So this is going to be one that is only going to be about 2.2 ounces for the knife, which is very light, very good for the actual carry weight. I was putting it in my pocket quite a bit throughout the weeks, but that's going to be for yourself. So that's going to be about 12 quarters. So if you have that laying around, maybe you won't be able to do much with it, because really, if you have a bug out 1.8, 1.9 ounces, you can probably add maybe a penny and a quarter to it. So this is basically 0.2 ounces for a quarter and 0.1 ounces for a penny. So you can kind of balance that out to see what that is in hand. But if you have anything more than that, it's going to be not the best situation there. But if your iPhone weighs like over 5 ounces, so this is going to be considered very light for you. So MSRP on this guy is going to be about $190. It is on sale now for $119, so it is a very good value for it. So it's not exactly the best slicing tool. It does open very well. It does have a very nice blade, but it is more of that stabby type of thing, which is more what it was designed for. So it does have the guards on there. I would almost rather have it be the same type of rounding on both sides, because I guess you can do kind of like a front flip type of thing. Maybe. No. I think you can do it this way. No, can't do it. So I did do that before. I think I poked myself once or twice. But this is going to be the setup. It is a nice setup for it. This one is going to have also a clip retention on it. So this is going to have a retention of this clip. It's going to be about 3 pounds, 5.6 ounces. So I use a Lyman pull gauge to get that pull. So coming out of the pocket at the highest tension before it coming out of the pocket, it was 3 pounds of retention. So it was very good, where you're not going to lose it, but it also is kind of high. So about 2 to 3 pounds is my kind of area that I look at for that type of retention for it. But that's going to be what you have for that. And we'll see actually what the actual weight of the pull is. So we'll get the Lyman pull gauge out on this, and we'll see what type of pull weight we have here. It's going to be a little bit harder with the rounded tabs. Oop. So about 3 pounds, 3.7 ounces. So that's actually pretty decent as well. So about 2 to 3 pounds is what I'm looking for the knife. There's going to be a right hand tip up carry only. So that's going to be what you have here. It's not going to be reversible for the lefties, but it does still work out fairly well as far as the carry goes. So throughout the weeks, I was picking it up, I was carrying it a bit. So it actually got into my pocket quite a bit more often than I would have thought. It does, again, not cut very well overall, but it does still have a pretty strong tip, because it is going to have that full swedge that goes out to the tip for the knife, but it is one that is a good carry. You don't notice it when it's in your pocket, and then it does have good accents for it. So price wise, also if you want to pick up any of the other drop knives that are available, they are very inexpensive, so you can pick those up. So looking at sizing on this guy, we're going to have that guy here, so PM3. You're going to have rat number 2. And I was talking about the bug out. So weight wise, going to be about the same for that. Size wise, about the same for that as well. And then you're going to have the Solaris. Also still available on the website for that. So if you want to check that out for RyanKnives.com. And then we also are going to be having this is the prototype still. So by the time you're watching this, they might have the other one out already. But there's going to be the Scorpio, which is the newest model coming out. A little bit smaller for that guy. And that is scheduled to come out this month of August. If you're watching this later, then it may have already came out. That's going to be the sizing for those guys. But really, it's a very solid knife for this. Buy, borrow, or avoid. I'll probably borrow. It's not one that I would jump out and actually go and get right off the bat. But if you're looking for something that is going to be very light to carry, very minimal cutting task, you're not going to be getting into boxes all day long. This is pretty good. It does pretty well also for even the like strap cuts and everything else. So it does have a pretty good substantial blade thickness. So blade thickness actually on this one, did not measure that either. So let's check out that. So millimeter wise, so a little bit about 3 millimeters on that guy. So the standard width, so that's where it works out pretty well. I do like it a lot for that, but it is just one that is just easy to carry around. Kind of goes along with kind of like a CEO or something similar to that in that way that it carries. But let me know as far as how the microphone held up. I'm going to try and get into these a little bit more as I go, but I've been pretty caught up with things. So let me know what you're looking for. If there's any knife out there that you want me to check out, and I'll get into some of the more specifications on things as I go as well. But thank you very much for stopping by. But that's about all I have to say about that one today.